Hello peoples of the interwebs and welcome to Final Verdict. Today I'm going to be reviewing SimCity. Some of my long-term viewers may now be thinking, how can you do a Final Verdict episode in a game you haven't played? Well, here's the thing. 1. I have played it, and 2. It is a hell of a lot easier to make an entertaining video reviewing making fun of SimCity than it is to make an entertaining video playing it, as most of the gameplay is based off numbers, and making jokes about how much money nobody has is too close to true to be funny. This is not necessarily a bad thing, in fact it's quite vital in a city simulation. To start with, I'd like to quickly talk about its DRM issue. Did I say talk? I mean complain about its DRM untruths. When SimCity was released, a large number of fans of the previous game started to complain about this, and rightly so. There's absolutely no reason for it. EA and Maxis told us that it was vital for the game to function. They told us that our cities were simulated on EA servers. Lie, 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 lie. This, as you may have gathered from my previous sentence only consisting of the word lie, is not true. Even if this DRM is being shut down now and an offline mode is being implemented soon wasn't enough, there's the fact that you could lose your connection and continue to play offline for a short amount of time before it would shut you out. This is proof that simulation was not run off EA servers, which is the way to try and prevent the one person managing to create a version that could be used to allow others to pirate the game. In the meantime, screwing over the larger amount of people who didn't spot them must have an constant internet connection in the system requirements. This is not acceptable practice for a games company. I'd like to ask the community to never let this slide again. Okay, now to move on to the juicy stuff. Gameplay. The UI is rather nice, in fact it's one of the nicest user interfaces I've ever seen. The construction of the roads works really well, and the building placement works nicely and feels very precise. The zoning also works well, with a number of useful keyboard shortcuts. I have a small issue on account of the fact that certain buildings, such as the airport, very often won't fit with the road design because there's something as huge as a runway sticking out to the side, even though you could see it could fit perfectly on another road. The problem also applies to the zoning system. You are unable to see what amount of space higher density buildings take up, leaving you in the position of a medium density building being unable to expand because the building on the other side of the road is ever so slightly too big. The addition of a planning map would do nicely, allowing you to place a wireframe model down in order to see how much space it would take up. It would solve this problem, but no, EA and Maxis are apparently incapable of making decent decisions to help players. To progress, you need to focus on developing a city specialization for allowing for extra profit your city services. You have a choice of specializations. These are mining. This involves mining coal and ore, processing them and exporting it to make a profit. Drilling. This involves drilling for oil and doing oil-related things, such as making fuel. Trading. This is what allows you to import and export resources for the goal of making profit. This is also what allows you to make money from mining and drilling. Electronics. This involves the production of electronic goods such as processors, computers and televisions. Culture. This allows you to make landmarks and expo centres in order to draw tourists into your city. This system is flawed as you cannot specialise a town in tourism without making an hour loss. You need to have some industrial areas as the profits for residential and commercial just isn't enough. This needs to be addressed. Gambling. What it says in the tin really. However, for this to work you have to have a lot of tourists, otherwise it's a huge drain of money. These specializations really work nicely to create a goal for your city. You could also try and work towards the construction of a great works, but these require a ridiculous amount of resources, which is not something I have the time to do. I would like to talk about the multiplayer a bit, being this is supposedly the reason for the ridiculous DRM. Me and my brother played multiplayer for a bit. We decided to split our resources. I would work on water and sewage, my brother would work on power. We quickly found, however, that the amount of utilities that were on offer didn't update frequently enough. My brother would add another nuclear reactor to his power station, and it would take what felt like 10 minutes for his excess to be available for me to buy. Being as this was supposedly a core gameplay design choice, it really doesn't work. Not good. Bad EA. Bad Maxis. Modelling and graphics. Considering how many models the game has to load, they're made rather well. Okay, the textures are low res, but from a distance they're definitely passable. The models themselves have a low polygon count, but these polygons are used incredibly efficiently. The construction animations are pretty nice too. They even chose to add workers who can idly wander around apparently doing something, but hey, it's a thought that counts. However, these animations aren't used in any user-placed buildings, which is a shame. However, I would say the graphics really don't need much improvement. AI. Well, there is a traffic AI, but this really doesn't seem to follow any kind of common sense. All it is needed was traffic to try and get out of the way when the emergency vehicle shows up, and it would be fine. But that's the only real problem. The addition of an underground railway would also be really useful. I know there are streetcars, but an underground network would just be a lot more convenient. And it's underground and trains. Come on. To sum up, SimCity is a reasonably good game, but under no circumstances should you buy this game for its full asking price. It's not worth £44, no way. I'd only recommend buying for nearer or under 20, so wait until they have sales. Oh, hold on. This is Origin we're talking about. Yeah. Good luck.